What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies Presents Wrestling Figure Review. We're going to be doing a review over both Sasha Banks with the Money in the Bank briefcase bonus and a new figure that I've yet to open, and that is Ember Moon. So let's go over the packaging real quick. Ember Moon, oh, that is wrong. She was not around in 2013, unless she was under a different name and came back later, but that's definitely wrong. Here's the packaging. This is a Target exclusive. Entrance gear included. And that's about it. Here's the bio. That one looks more right. 6/8/2016. So they got the year wrong on this one. On that. So she's from Dallas, Texas, trained by Booker T. Finishing moves the Eclipse, which is basically a stunner from the top rope, kind of, where she dives onto the person. The universe is shifting. An unknown light infiltrates the darkness. The stars align for the perfect moment. A moment fueled by one being. A myth rises among the voices, heralding legend and shrouded in mystery. This is Ember Moon. That was kind of long. And there's the other figures in the wave. Bobby Roode, Roman Reigns, and Alexander Rusev. And I do not have any of those. Okay, so I just got this a couple days ago, and I noticed when I got home, the tape was actually pulled off. So let's see. Other than that, though, I mean, this is the best package version I've seen yet. There's no flaws to the packaging at all, really. And so let's take it out. There doesn't seem to be anything missing. I did check that once I noticed that. Maybe it's not been opened. Maybe somebody just screwed it. I don't know what. Who knows? I really should change my style. Stop opening these in front of the camera. It takes so much time. Okay. So here's her backdrop. Just like in her entrance. It's the same image you see when her Titantron comes on. So that's pretty cool. The packaging is actually pretty nice. I like the exclusives. Target brand stuff, for some reason, seems to be the main thing that I've been collecting. Mainly because it's all exclusive. I mean, you can't get it anywhere else. I go to Target more than anywhere else. So it just makes sense. Yeah, I don't think this has been opened. If it doesn't look like it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's still rubber banded in and everything. I was kind of wondering if I should keep it closed because it's the best box version that I've found so far. But this is actually the third one that I picked up because I noticed later on in another review somebody was saying that her legs are mismolded on a lot of these figures, and try to point that out. So I bought a second one because I looked at the legs before, because I remembered seeing that, but I'd already put it away a long time ago, and it was normally the right leg. They're I mean, her swivel works good. It's loose, nice and loose, not like the Carmella. These swivels are really loose. Who knows? Maybe somebody fixed it and repackaged it. I don't know. All these joints seem loose. This one, especially. So we're not going to have to go over articulation too much. Her boot. Wow, that's like stiff. It won't even move. This one moves. So there's half of our articulation right there. Boot cuts, ankle. There's her knee pads, her swivel there. She spreads out nice and easy. Didn't sound right, but whatever. And then the waist articulation. Unfortunately, she only has a swivel at the wrists, and she has the newer joint, the newer elbow joint, like Charlotte's Elite and Asuka, where it hides the pin. You can't see the pin. Like on this Elite that actually came out later, Mickey James. And so that's about it for articulation so far. I mean, her hands go up. She's got bicep swivels, but you can barely move her head with all this, with her entrance gear on. Oh yeah, puffs out. Looks like Naomi's booty. Okay, so here's her scarf. And that's where you put it on, I guess, onto her chin. It's just held on by friction. There's no like tabs or anything. Get a good close up of her face. Her pupils are there, but they're kind of hard to see. Especially on her right eye. There you go. But it definitely looks like Ember Moon. I think the likeness is definitely there. The other one that I was about to open that had looked like the legs were better. It These flaps right here weren't painted as well. Had some missing paint on the orange on her entrance gear. Let's see. Let's take this off. Hold on, yeah. I like to do this stuff on camera. I've been trained to do that because I used to do this on for Mattel and other companies where I would review their figures. I do everything on camera with no cuts so they can see the quality control and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to put a cut in place real quick. There's a tab there, right there, by the way, in the front. That's what keeps it closed, so it'll stay closed. Okay, so it's not too hard to get off, but it's just you can't do it one-handed. You just gotta like really, you gotta pull it all the way back like this, and then you can slide the arm out, and then it comes off real easy. You see, there's the tab I was talking about, and you just put the tab in that slot, like Sasha Banks and probably a lot of other figures. It looks a little crooked like that though. Maybe I didn't tab it all the way. But yeah, it'll stay. I know some people say that kind of joint would maybe wear out over time. Maybe, but you probably don't going to take this thing on and off too much. Probably on display or one way or the other. I would prefer her without it. Unless I have like multiples and I'm putting one on like an entrance ramp and then one in a action pose or whatever. Okay, so here's the figure. And the only paint flaw that I noticed so far is right there, really. Just it got a little touch of extra gold. It's like right there. A little extra splotch. Might be able to get that off. I don't really care that much. But she has looks like a custom torso. I don't think this torso's been used on any other figure. There's a little bit of, because of the plastic and the mold where it comes apart, should be a little bit of extra black there. I could touch that up. Same with over here where they put it together. I could probably touch that up with just a marker, just like this. Get a little Sharpie. Of course, this Sharpie's almost dead. But yeah, there we go. That's all you gotta do. Unless you hold that under like a microscope or like super bright light, super high powered flashlight and really eyeball it real good, you never even notice there. So yeah, like I said, her joints are, man, they're loose. And all my other figures are pretty tight. Her head seems to be pretty loose too. But it's not going to bubble too much because of this. Um, Actually, because of that, maybe I don't see. I don't know if you can twist it. Yeah, I guess you can twist it all the way. It takes a little bit of work, but now great. Now I can't get it back. Yeah, that's just enough. That rubber's just hard enough that you have to lift it up to move her head. So here's her top, the rest of her top. It's basically, now this is what they should be using on Bailey or something like my last figure review. They should be using something like this. This kind of top, or, well, no, this is a bra top, I guess, technically, but it covers more. But this is more custom. They really need to do a custom Bailey top because I just reviewed Bailey. If you didn't see it, if you have a Bailey, you notice that it's like a bikini top, and then the rest is painted over her what's supposed to be her cleavage. So yeah, they did a custom top for this one. They did a custom top for the Elite 54 Charlotte. I think this outfit, I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the best Mattel figures I've ever seen. Honestly, this is all custom. This is all. I don't think any of these parts are reused at all. At least in the torso section. The only major flaw with this is the molding here is the same as it is on here. And this is painted on. The glove is painted on this side. But the glove is molded on here, but it's not painted. And if you look at the package, she only wears the glove on her left hand. So they did get that accurate. They just seem to. It looks like they messed up with the. It's like they realized it afterwards. So they decided, okay, well, don't paint that right hand. They should have just given her a regular hand, but it's also up on the wrist too. So if you were to replace that, maybe with Asuka, or I don't know. I don't think Asuka would work. I think she has stuff going on her arms. I don't know. Or you could just paint it black, get some black paint over it. I wouldn't use a Sharpie. I don't think that would work. Or it is noticeable, but from a distance, I don't think it's going to make a difference. But that was really the only major flaw with this figure. This one is incredibly loose, though. I had a Samoa Joe Elite that was incredibly loose, too. What is going on here? Her elbow pad, or not her elbow pad. Looks like one small enough. Her legs look a little weird, almost like. Trying to figure this out, but kind of, I don't know, it just looks a little like it's warped or something, like they molded it wrong. Or oh, that looks better. You put her, maybe it's an E-pads, giving the optical illusion. It looks funny. I don't know, but anyway, I give this figure probably probably a solid 9. But once I mess around with it a little bit more, figure it out. But I don't have a whole lot of time. It's getting pretty long as it is, and the figure that I put in here is a custom Sasha Banks. It's only custom because they got a custom championship on it, and personally, for a basic, with all the paint that this has got on it, all this going on, technically, when she wore this outfit, the majority of the time, this half of this is supposed to be orange on one side. But in NXT, she did wear just regular blue pads a couple of times. So technically, I guess you could pretend it's from NXT. There's a paint issue there, a little bit of extra orange. Other than that, this figure's got a ton of paint work on it, and it's all perfectly lined up and everything on her arms. And um, the articulation, the only difference between this and the one I just did with Ember Moon, there's no ankle joints because this is a basic figure, and there's no twistable thighs right here, and you can see the difference between the elbows and the arms. The elbows are actually kind of the same kind of joint, really. Sasha's obviously a lot thinner, but you can see that Sasha doesn't have any bicep swivel, and she also doesn't have any kind of rocker type thing like this. Oh, for a minute there, I thought it was going to swivel all the way around, but no, it doesn't. It just goes side to side and back and forth. I really like that Ember Man though. And Sasha Banks, this is actually my favorite Sasha Banks. It's the only one I got open right now, and it's still got the placements up on the hair by the eyes where you can put her glasses on. If she has glasses, the elites come with her glasses and her rings. That's why her hands are actually molded that way, so she can go like this and show off her rings or whatever, or this way. And of course, this one doesn't come with a necklace either. But the paint job on this is phenomenal. It's great. A legit boss, especially great for a basic. So that there's a little bit of blue. I don't know. I was thinking maybe that was a registered trademark little thing, but I don't think that is. I think it's just a blue dot.